On this episode of Lapeef, Let's Talk.
If y'all were in the position to get to the bag in a way that she has, would y'all do the same thing? Honestly.
No.
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 Am I going to be married or am I going to be side chick and then just get pregnant to get his money?
The same thing. Pregnant, and then she broke up with him. She
No,
wasn't
thank you.
obviously she wasn't really okay. So you saying no thank you, Kay? Are you saying thank you or no thank you?
No.
No thank you?
Yep, no.
Courtney, you saying no thank you?
That's correct.
Lauren, you saying no thank you?
No, thank you.
Rilla, what do you say?
Hey, ain't nobody got time for that.
I was just going in a circle. I was just going by the name. Honestly, I was going by name.
Wait, no, Anton.
I was going by name, bro.
Anton, it's good, bro. I'm trying to see what's under your Versace skirt.
Okay, this conversation is important. If you had a son, I'm pretty sure you have kids. How would you feel if PJ Washington was your son?
What did he do again? I don't know who that is.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Why are you laughing, Courtney?
Just
He put a thought for the streets.
Katie didn't say who he is about 8 times. I know. It was several.
So basically,
JR has cut me off from talking for the last 90 minutes. So I am very much like I just need a refresher.
They think we talking about the cartoon PJ Maxx. You don't know PJ Washington.
I need a refresher. I haven't talked in about 87 minutes. So just let me know who. Do it one more time, just real quick.
Okay, real quick. PJ Watson, he's an NBA player.
Okay.
He's a first round pick, which is a big deal. He was 18 when he was drafted. His current girlfriend was in the stands at his college games, and she's in her mid to upper 20s. They now have a baby, and there was some rumors about them breaking up right after the pregnancy, like shortly after the pregnancy. She has a history of dating all those people that I named before, which is Colin Kaepernick, Lil Boosie, Jigga, Chris Brown, Trey Songz.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I'm
you
just
don't know who those
the
people are. You don't know Trey Songz. You don't know Chris Brown.
Okay.
You don't know
so a young person. I get it. Okay.
Yeah. So how would you feel if that was your son? Yeah, go ahead.
That was look at Anton. See, if that were my son,
you brought this on yourself right here. I was trying to sit back, and then I had to hit you with that.
Okay, JR, just tell Kay, just say pass. Just say pass. Because listen, when Amira didn't have nothing to add on the last subject, she was just like, "Yo, I don't have no value to add." And she just said pass. Like,
I literally just said I don't know about this person.
All right, let's pass. I mean, what she got? All right, pass, Kay.
What do you want me to do?
It's all right, Kay. It's all right, Kay.
I said it. I don't know these people. I don't care.
I'm trying to find that comment, man. When I was saying like Lil Uzi Vert, I messed up on it. I fumbled.
You said little.
No, I shouldn't even. Damn. Anyway, I'm sorry, Amir. Amir.
Let's go to the next.
What are your thoughts about so many of our young men are in the sunken place, particularly about the PJ Watson situation? Your opinion?
I think that the West in general is on a mass mission against mass masculinity and men. And what they're failing to realize is that they keep on talking about toxic masculinity when they're failing to recognize the toxic femininity that's going on. What this woman did to this poor young man, I know you're going to say, not poor young man, he is a millionaire, right? But what she did to him had to be planned. And this is something that women are allowed to get away with. We're allowed to just go and, as someone else said, be reckless. I'm not going to say the full phrase, but you're allowed to be reckless and you get rewarded for it. And that's a problem of the West. And instead of actually recognizing the problem, I don't know. I just see that there's masculinity in the West is completely attacked. And if he was LGBT or something like that, this would be like a huge story. But since it's just a boy who's about to lose all his money, half of his money, to a woman who's not anything to him, it doesn't mean anything.
What team was he drafted to again?
Charlotte Hornets.
They have a child together, so don't they?
You said what?
Don't they have a child together?
Yeah, right. So they just had a baby.
Right, they just had a baby. So
yeah, and then right after the baby, guess what happened?
Yeah. So I mean, I think they've been together for a period of time.
Man.
So, question, Anton, isn't what Baby Girl did a little similar to who you had on your show before, the other day? Like, it's the game, it's the play, right? And I think there's a difference. I'm not trying to say, because yeah, she is an insta hoe or who child. I don't even know the girl name, but there's two different lifestyles, right? But it's the same playbook. But I think it's the men.
Lauren?
Anton had a young lady on his show that basically played by the book and got the bag, right? There's no difference. There's no difference. The only difference is the lifestyles. I think that now the conversation should be, how can men determine the difference? Because at this point, from what I'm gathering, is that the playbook is acceptable. Like, there should be a playbook. You play by these rules, you get the bag. That's what Baby Girl is spewing to the world and getting clients and getting people married by following a playbook, right? So now I think the conversation should just be, how do we educate young men to decipher quality versus trash?
Let me ask y'all a question and be honest. Would y'all have did the same thing if y'all could have?
Did what?
With the women on this panel.
Oh, the women, okay.
Have a baby for money?
If y'all were in the position to get to the bag in a way that she has, would y'all do the same thing? Honestly.
No.
No.
Am I going to be married or am I going to be side chick and then just get pregnant to get his money?
The same thing. Pregnant, and then she broke up with him. She wasn't obviously. She wasn't really. Okay. So you saying no, thank you, Kay? Are you saying thank you or no, thank you?
No.
No, thank you.
Yep. No.
Courtney, you saying no, thank you?
That's correct.
Lauren, you saying no, thank you?
No, thank you.
Rilla, what do you say?
Hey,
ain't nobody got time for that.
I was just going in a circle. I was just going by the name. Honestly, I was going by name.
Wait, no, Anton.
I was going by name, bro.
Anton, it's good, bro. I'm trying to see what's under your Versace skirt.
I was going by name. I wasn't looking at the picture.
I know. I ain't tripping, bro. Versace. I ain't
That's hilarious.
So listen, before you move on, JR, because I don't want to get missed on this, because the topic was around so many young men in a sunken place. Mm-hmm. And I understand what JR is doing a lot of times now when he introduced these topics, because you know what we all honed in on was specifically PJ Washington. Lauren circled back at the end, talking about how we need to educate the young bloods, but this is something I'm passionate about when it comes to young bloods, and this is what I do agree with Anton and Amira in a sense. I'm getting a lot of feedback. Somebody probably might want to.
All right, hold on. Oh, I got it. Don't nobody touch nothing.
Good, Mike. You. You know, when we talk about, you know, dick discipline, right? And when we talk about, you know, this is the one thing I do agree with in that regard with you, Anton and Amira, the whole you either single or you married, or at least with Amira saying, listen, there is no dating. You single and then you get married. These young bloods, I went and spoke at a school a couple of years ago, right? And it was a grade school, and I think I told the story on this platform before, but when it was like a grade school on the west side, man. And I asked these young bloods, like, we were asking them, like, what do y'all want to do when y'all grow up? Do you know, like 95% of them young blood, this was dudes, young bloods, they all said entertainer or athlete. Only 2 of them came back and said like lawyer, a doctor, and those were like what they thought we wanted to hear. And we was like, nah, what do you guys want to be? And it blew my mind that young, 8th grade, 7th grade, this is all they know about Black excellence and what's possible for them. right? And so to that point, when you get into the world of PJ Washington, what Lauren was talking about, he's been groomed probably from 7th to 8th grade to be a ball player. He's had access to coochie since 7th grade, right? We know people that got
access to who?
Coochie, big coochie, vagina monologue, viscous skirts, all of that. Sweet watery gut, all of that.
The older woman has been thrown in his face, as growing up. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I was about to say, this is the other part about being in a sunken place. When I lost my virginity, the woman was older than me, right? Other people, when they lose their virginity, the woman was older than them. Antoine Fisher, the woman was older than him, right? And so these young bloods, my thing is, why aren't we preaching to these young bloods? Like when I talk to my son, I tell him, hey man, it's all pink in the inside, bro. It ain't going nowhere.
But didn't he, the PJ guy, did he got two parents, JR?
I have no idea.
Yeah. Somebody in the comments said he had both his parents.